Hello aspirants, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing some of the PYQs that was recently asked in the IBPS Clerk exam. So let me write this expression: plus root over 225 multiplied by 9. And here we have the question mark. I will write this as a variable x. You can use the question mark as this, but writing the x makes it easier to solve. So I'm writing here x, and this is divided by 8. So either you write divided by 8 as this, or you can write divided by 8 here like this. Okay, whichever way you write, it's fine. Okay, now after that, first I have to solve the quotients inside the bracket. So this is root over 2025, right? So the root over of this is 45. Okay, 45 into 45 will give you 25. Okay, so that's one. And then plus 225, as we all know, that is the root over of 15. Okay, 15 into 15 will give you 225. Okay, so this is that multiplied by your 9, which is equal to x by 8. Now, in your next part here, this is 45 into 15, which is 60, right? 60 into 9 is 540. So I can write directly like this here. And then here we have x by 8. Now, this is the one which is missing variable. So I will keep this as this, and I will shift the number here. This is divided by 8. So when I shift this 8 on this side, it will become multiplication. So I have to, okay, so now here 540, if I shift this x 8 here, it becomes multiplication by 8, which is your x here. So when you multiply this, I think 0, 8, 32, 43. So your x value here, it is 4320, which is your option number E. So this is how you solve questions when one question variable is missing. Okay, let us try another question here. A question which is frequently asked in the IBPS Clerk as well as the PO paper. What approximate value will come in place of the question mark in the following question? You are expected to calculate. You are not expected to calculate the exact value. Let us try this question. What approximate value will come in place of question mark in the following question? Note, you are not expected to calculate the exact value. Now, when we hear the word approximate value, okay, it means that we don't have to use the exact values that is given in the question. We will try to make the numbers simpler so that we can easily solve it. Okay, now, this is your expression. You can see it is with points. We have 112.25. Okay, so the approximate value of this, all right, is 112, right? Because obviously 0.25 means it's closer to 112. So that's why I'm writing this. Now again, this one, 4.95, which is closer to 5. So I will write this as 5. Then you have the plus sign. Then you have 19.89, which is closer to 20. So that is 20%. I will write here of 199.98. So that is closer to 200. So I will write here 200 here. Okay, so with this way, it becomes easier for us to solve the question. The question also clearly said that you don't have to calculate the exact value and use approximate value. Okay, so from here we can use approximations. I can still get the answer if I use the exact numbers. Okay, but it will take a bit more time. Yeah, so it's easier to first convert it all and then start. Okay, so I multiply this. I get here 560 here. Okay, which is equal to the question mark, means obviously we have to see what the answer of this will be. Okay, so I will not be writing this more. 20% of 200. Now, you can either solve it by doing it like this. Okay, 20% means obviously I have to write here 100. Yeah, multiplied by 200. Okay, I got the 0, cancel this one. I'm getting 40. Now, this is 560 plus 40, which your answer should be your 600. Okay, so this is your answer 600, and obviously your answer 600 is here. So this is your answer. Now let us try another question. Okay, let us try another question. This question is based on area and circumference of a circle. Okay, so let us see what is given. This is on areas. So we have a circle here. Okay, the circumference of a circle is 66 centimeter. The length of a rectangle is equal to the diameter of the circle, while its breadth is 1.5 centimeter less than the radius of the circle. Find the area of the rectangle. Now, they're asking me to find the area of the rectangle, right? And we all know the area of the rectangle is length into breadth. So I need my length and breadth. Here, my length and breadth is not given, but they have given us some relations. So they said that the length of a rectangle is equal. Okay, is equal to the diameter of the circle. Okay, so if I know what's my diameter of the circle, I will know what is its length. Okay, again, there's another question, clue given here. The breadth is 1.5 meter less than the diameter. So if I find out what's the diameter and radius of the circle, I will get both my length and breadth of the rectangle, and hence I will be able to find out the area of that. Okay, so let us try to first find out the radius and diameter of the circle. Now, in the first part of the question, they said the circumference of a circle is 66 centimeter. Okay, so I will write here circumference, right, 66 centimeter. Now, we know the circumference of a circle formula is 2 pi r, which is equal to 66 now. So we can write it like this. Now, from here, I can this 2 into pi value. Okay, this 22 by 7. All right, into your r. Now I can keep it as pi also and solve it, but let me just open it up since I want to take a accurate value. All right, so after this, after this, I can start shifting all these numbers on this side and keep the r here as this. That way, I will be able to find out my radius. Okay, so r is equal to 66. Now here, this one is at the bottom, so it will go up here like this, and then this two are at the top. So it will go, when you're shifting sides, it will go at the bottom like this. Okay, so here now you can start with multiplying with any of the numbers, whichever you're comfortable with. We can cut it with 11 first or with 2 first as this. Okay, so I'm starting with 11 first. 11 2 times, 11 6 times, again 2 3 times, okay, or 22 3 times directly also I can cut. Okay, but I'm just starting with the smaller numbers for you to understand. So here the radius is 7 3 is 21 by 2, which is basically 10.5. Okay, so your radius is 10.5. All right, so now if you know what's your radius, which is 10.5, you also know that your diameter would be double of the radius. Okay, double of this is basically just 21 centimeter. So your diameter is 21 centimeter. That means your length is also 21 centimeter, right? And since you know the radius is 10.5, okay, then the question said the breadth is 1.5 meter less than the radius. 1.5 meter less. That means 1.5 meter less than this. So 10.5 minus 1.5. So this should give you 9. So you know now your length and breadth, which is 21 and 9. Right? So I just have to find the area formula now. Right? I have to just put the area formula of these two, and then I'll get my answer. So area of the rectangle, right, would be length into breadth. Yeah. So I got my length as 21 and my breadth as 9. Okay. So 181 centimeter square. Okay. Don't forget the square. So here this is 189 centimeters square as your answer. Thank you, aspirants, for joining us today. I'll see you guys in the next video.